All right. We are in round 4. My opponent is called Boros Charm. I'm gonna keep this because if he is on some sort of a Boros burn, I've got a Helix, I've got a Lavamancer, and a lot of cheap 1 mana spells. So that's a keep. Because this is gonna get me a Sacred Foundry. Alright, Fetch, Shock, Sacred. Yes, and let's go Goblin Guide. Alright, we do need another land so we can Helix. Okay. Alright, his own Lavamancer will go Mountain. We're gonna Helix his Lavamancer. Only 1 damage from a Swift Spear is a pretty good deal. Keldon Marauders is a card that I strongly considered for my sideboard. That is no joke. It's guaranteed 2 damage, might even do 5, but also it blocks things like Wild Nacatl, Goblin Guide, etc. Monastery Swift Spear. I mean, it just does an excellent job of blocking early in the game. It's gonna do 2 damage no matter what, even if they path it or whatever. And it can potentially do 5 damage. So Keldon Marauders is a totally real card, and I like Keldon Marauders. I could Lightning Helix it and attack with Goblin Guide, and then just try and spike him out. I think that's not a bad play, because if he didn't have any way of pumping his Swift Spear, actually he's got a Bolt. But these Lightning Helixes are putting in some serious work, gaining us 6 life in the mirror match here. And allowing us to race, even though he had a really good start on us. Let's see if he's gonna Fetch, Shock, and Bolt this thing. He might be getting a little bit scared that I've got 5 cards still in my hand. So he might start trying to be a little bit more defensive with his burn spells. That's what Lightning Helix does, man. Lightning Helix just turns the whole game right around. Alright, so he's probably going to get... Oh, okay, Stomping Ground. So he's got a Tarka's Command. This Lavamancer is probably just going to end up being a chump blocker as I'm racing with these lava spikes. So... Alright, we are at 2, and he does have 2 cards in hand. Let's see here. I think we go Lavamancer, Swift Spear, We'll attack with the Goblin Guide. And we've got 2 chump blocks here. But if he's got the bolt, he's got the bolt, so. Yep. Alright, we'll begin sideboarding. Skullcrack, Skullcrack, Stomping Ground, 4 Boros Charms, no, 4 Eidolons, Lavamancer, 4 Firewalkers, 2 Path. Alright, let's see if we can take over, even though Helix was fantastic that game, his draw was even better, really. His draw was phenomenal. And I got stuck on the 2 land, which did slow down my ability to race with the Lava Spike. I mean, I had 3 Lava Spikes in my hand and never cast them. So I was definitely choked on mana. A 3rd land, would it have helped? I don't know. I mean, I would have gotten down chump blockers a lot quicker. You know, I would have used that Grim Lavamancer to chump block. We'll keep this. It doesn't have any helixes or firewalkers or anything like that, but it is just a good, strong start. So we'll get this started. We've got 2 other fetches to get our white mana, so these will just fetch up Sacred Foundries at the end of his turn while I, you know, put these on suspend. Alright, attack with Swift Spear. Alright, suspend. That's a good sign that he's not getting white mana. He probably doesn't have core firewalkers. It's probably much more of a green-red deck than Boros. Alright, we're just going to the dome now. To the dome. Lightning Helix, obviously. Pretty fantastic draw there. We'll spike. And we'll fetch for a Sacred Foundry with this Wooded Foothills. And we'll do that before his trigger resolves to try and prevent myself from drawing a land. Alright, I'm getting a Searing Blaze. Alright, he suspended a Rift Bolt. Alright, well here's a Rift Bolt to you. Let's take this opportunity and resolve a Lightning Helix. If he fetches, he dies to a Boros Charm. If I draw a land, he just dies. More Rift Bolts, okay. Alright, so he's willing to risk getting attacked with like a Swift Spear or something. Alright, I'm drawing a Lava Spike, so we will spike you. And then we will Boros Charm you. Alright, game 3. Nothing changes. I don't think he's got core Firewalkers, so I could probably take out these paths, but I don't think there's anything I would want other than paths, so I'm just going to leave them in. They might be able to slow down like a super aggressive start of his, like if he goes Nacatl into, you know, double Goblin Guide or something. Alright. Yeah. I'm getting a Swift Spear. Going to play Goblin Guide defensively here. Alright, that was worst case scenario. But there's other times where it's a good play to play Goblin Guide defensively. Let's go this into Searing Blaze. Next turn we'll have Firewalker into Swift Spear. Alright. Fetch. Shock. Always yes. Always yield. Alright, if I get to untap, I'm gonna Helix, gain 4 life, and that should probably put the game out of reach. Alright, good. Rift Bolt is very good. Alright. Excellent. Lightning Helix. Gain lots of life. We'll fetch for a mountain. And we'll Boros Charm. Now that he's declared no blocks. Wanted to get as much damage in as I could with that Swift Spear. It looks like it's about to die. Yeah, when your opponent is starting to burn out your creatures, when you have a Firewalker in play, you're in a pretty good spot. Alright, well, I mean, we're just gonna play the other one. We're gonna attack with this one. We're gonna pay 2 life. Even if he has double Boros Charm, I'm still alive. And then we're gonna just cast. Always yes, always yield. So lost game one to the Burn Mirror, but my sideboard is just too strong. Like I said, even when I lose game one against Burn, I'm not really concerned because I know I'm probably going to win games 2 and 3 because I've got 4 Core Firewalkers, 4 Helixes, and I just really like my chances games 2 and 3. So if I win game 1, I mean, obviously that's great, and I hope to win game 1, but if I lose game 1, I'm not really worried either.